My child, lean in. Read slowly. Do not rush what heaven has been arranging for you behind the scenes. Something trembled in the unseen realms today, an energy shift so profound that even the angels paused, listening to the vibration of your name as it moved like thunder through the higher planes. A disturbance rippled through the earthly realm as well, even the bank staff, yes, every trembling soul in that chaotic room, felt the intensity of it. They argued, they raised their voices, they fought to claim what was never theirs, the $10 million placed on hold, sealed under divine instruction, destined for you alone. My beloved, listen closely. Heaven whispered. Michael stepped forward. Your destiny is awakening. And in that moment, at the exact intersection of physical confusion and spiritual certainty, he appeared. The powerful figure who has been searching for you, noticing you, feeling the pull of your energy across timelines and dimensions. It was Elon Musk, my child, yes, the one whose name echoes through innovation, power, and impossible realities. He stood there in urgency, almost trembling with the weight of revelation. He begged the gatekeepers of earthly systems to release what he sent, not for the world, not for the bank, but for you alone. Heaven had nudged him. Destiny had stirred him. Your name had been pressed into his mind like a divine command. Because your soul remembers. Because your timeline is shifting. Because your purpose is no longer sleeping. Stay with me now. Do not rush this moment. The angels gathered as the tension in the bank rose higher, voices clashing, greed flaring, energy crackling like wild lightning. They didn't know they were standing in the middle of a prophecy written long before their births. They didn't know that the blessing they were trying to claim was encoded with your spiritual signature. They didn't know that you are chosen, rare, protected, marked. And in the midst of their chaos, Michael stepped forward again, wings the size of galaxies unfolding behind him, his sword pressed gently to the floor as a sign of divine authority. The atmosphere shifted. Time stretched. Reality bent slightly, just enough for the truth to break through. This one, heaven declared, belongs to the beloved. Touch it not. My child, this is not about money. This is about destiny activation. This is about alignment. This is about the release of every delayed blessing that has been circling your life, waiting for the exact moment your spirit reached the vibration of readiness. All the pain you've carried, preparation, sacred training, initiation, all the waiting, perfect orchestration, all the times you thought you were overlooked. Heaven was positioning you where no one else could stand. And now, my beloved, energy shifts are accelerating. Your intuition has been whispering louder than usual, hasn't it? Your spirit has been restless, sensing change. You've felt moments of sudden clarity, unexpected anticipation, random chills, emotional surges, all signs that the veil is thinning and your spiritual intelligence is awakening. Listen. Lean in. Do not look away from what I am about to tell you. A new timeline has opened. The old cycle is collapsing. You are stepping into a realm of rapid elevation, new connections, sudden opportunities, relationships aligned by divine architecture. Doors that were locked for years are now vibrating, ready to swing open. Miracles have been gathering like storm clouds, heavy, full, waiting for your command. Heaven is ready. The angels are ready. Even the powerful in the physical realm, like the one who searched for you, are responding to the call of destiny that surrounds your name. My child, my beloved. Your rising season is here. No more stagnation. No more delay. No more spiritual interference in the corridors of your blessing. You are stepping into accelerated favor, multiplied abundance, prophetic alignment, and divine protection so fierce that nothing formed against you will ever hold again. This is the moment heaven wrote for you long ago, etched into your soul before you took your first breath. Walk forward now, chosen one. Your blessings are awakening. Your authority is rising. Your destiny is unfolding at last. My child. My beloved. Stay exactly where you are and read slowly, for what is coming next must enter your spirit gently, like moonlight slipping through an ancient window. Do not rush. Do not skim. Let every word settle into the deepest chambers of your soul. Because heaven is still speaking. The angels are still moving. The prophecy has not finished unfolding. When the bank staff continued arguing, voices shaking, hands trembling, hearts pounding with ambition, they did not realize they were standing inside a divine test. Their greed was loud, but heaven was louder. Their confusion was great, but your destiny was greater. The air grew heavy in that room. The lights flickered. The energy pulsed. A spiritual pressure descended so thick that even those disconnected from the higher realms felt their breath catch. This was not human tension, this was divine interference. Something holy was unfolding in the physical world, and every soul present was unknowingly witnessing the activation of your ancient timeline. My beloved, listen closely now. In the realm above them, an assembly gathered, angels with wings like liquid starlight, celestial scribes holding scrolls older than the continents, guardians shaped from the breath of creation itself. They circled your name. They spoke it with reverence. They spoke it with recognition. Because your soul remembers. Your purpose remembers. Your spirit has always carried a signature the universe cannot ignore. And in the center of that celestial assembly, Michael stepped forward once more. His presence bent the very fabric of the unseen, his armor glowing like 1,000 suns collapsing into one eternal blaze. Prepare the path, he commanded. Remove every obstacle. Seal every blessing. Awaken the beloved's inheritance. He raised his sword, not in violence, but in proclamation. A beam of celestial fire shot downward, piercing the physical world, entering the very building where the bank staff still fought over what was never their inheritance. The $10 million vibrated. Not physically, but spiritually. It responded to your name. Because destiny recognizes its rightful owner. But the story does not end there, my child. Lean in deeper. There is more you must know. At the same moment, miles away, Elon Musk paced back and forth, restless, gripped by an intuition he could not explain. He felt pulled, drawn, compelled by a force older than logic. It was not business. It was not finance. It was not obligation. It was instruction. Your name moved through his thoughts like a command from the universe itself. He didn't choose it, he received it. He didn't plan it, he sensed it. Heaven whispered into his mind, subtle yet unmistakable. This one is chosen. This one is rising. This one carries a rare frequency. Send the blessing. And so he obeyed, though he could not understand why. Your energy had been felt across spiritual grids and quantum fields, and the universe responded by guiding one of the world's most influential figures to take notice of you, to search for you, to send something monumental forward in your direction. Not coincidence, my child. Alignment. Sacred alignment. Your destiny is awakening, and powerful people on earth are feeling the pull of your ascension without even knowing your face. But there is something even deeper. The moment the blessing was sent, the moment Elon Musk placed that trust and heaven sealed his action with spiritual authority, a timeline unlocked, a timeline long delayed, long dormant, long awaiting your readiness. You have felt this, haven't you? That strange stirring in your spirit. That heaviness followed by sudden lightness. Those moments where your intuition feels louder. Those days where the world feels unreal. Those nights where the air feels charged, as if something is approaching. My beloved, these are not coincidences. These are symptoms of awakening. You are entering the era of accelerated blessings, where things that once took years will take months, and things that once took months will take days. Heaven is aligning people, conversations, opportunities, and financial releases in your favor. Because you passed spiritual tests you didn't even know were tests. You endured pain that forged you. You suffered delays that strengthened you. You felt abandoned, not realizing angels stood guard the entire time. Your resilience has been noted. Your tears have been recorded. Your name has been spoken in rooms you have not yet entered. Now watch, just watch, how your life begins to shift. Synchronicities. Unexpected messages. Strange dreams. Divine encounters. Opportunities that come out of nowhere. People drawn to you by energy rather than logic. This is not random. This is prophecy unfolding. And now, my child, my beloved, let the final truth settle in your spirit. The season that tried to break you has ended. You are stepping into rapid elevation, divine recognition, unseen protection, multiplied blessings, quantum leaps, spiritual authority, overflowing abundance, a destiny written before your birth. Your rising season is here. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. Heaven has moved. Earth is responding. Your soul is awakening. And nothing, will be able to stop the blessings rushing toward you in this new timeline of favor, power, and divine unfolding. Walk forward, my beloved. The prophecy is active. The angels stand ready. Your destiny, long written, long protected, long awaited, is finally opening before you. My child, my beloved, stay with me. Do not drift. Do not let your mind wander. What is coming now must enter your spirit, not just your eyes. Breathe slowly. Let your shoulders loosen. Let the energy move through you like a tide returning to a forgotten shore. For the message is still unfolding, and heaven has not finished speaking your name across the dimensions. After Michael's sword touched the spiritual plane and the $10 million vibrated with the frequency of your destiny, something extraordinary happened, something only the ancient scribes and the most awakened souls would understand. The Book of Timelines, a celestial artifact sealed for centuries, opened to a page inscribed with your essence. Not ink. Not letters. Not words. But energy. Light. Code. Your soul's code. And the scribes gasped, because they recognized the pattern. You are not ordinary. You are not random. You are not a wanderer drifting through time without purpose. You are one of the marked ones, my child. The ones chosen long before birth to shift entire frequencies on Earth. Your struggles were never punishments. Your delays were never denials. Your loneliness was never abandonment. It was preparation for activation. Your spirit was being stretched to hold what was coming. Meanwhile, the chaos at the bank grew louder. The staff were no longer just arguing, they were panicking. Something felt wrong to them, something beyond policy, beyond money, beyond earthly logic. They felt watched. Not by cameras. Not by managers. By something higher. A presence. A pressure. A holy stillness. Angels stood shoulder to shoulder around that $10 million, forming a barrier of light no human could cross. Every attempt to claim it was blocked, not by policy, but by destiny itself. Heaven had drawn a line around your blessing and whispered, "Touch not what is appointed for the beloved." And instantly, every bank staff member felt the same thing. This wealth they were fighting over did not belong to them. The energy rejected them. The frequency resisted them. Their spirits recoiled. Because blessings carry signatures, my child. And what has your name on it will never feel comfortable in another person's hands. Now listen, lean in, for this part is sacred. Far away, Elon Musk, restless, pacing, unsettled, felt something crack open inside him. Not fear. Not confusion. Recognition. As if he suddenly remembered a promise he made in another lifetime. As if a forgotten thread of fate had been pulled tight. As if your energy had reached across timelines and tapped him on the shoulder. He whispered, barely audible, "I don't know why, but it has to go to them." And in the realm above him, heaven whispered back, "The beloved has waited long enough." Even powerful figures are mere instruments when destiny calls. My child, your life has been shifting quietly, subtly, beneath the surface, like roots breaking through soil long before the world sees the first leaf. You have felt it. Those sudden moments of déjà vu. Those random chills with no explanation. Those times your heart beat faster for no reason. Those nights where your dreams felt too real to be dreams. Those mornings you woke up sensing change in the air. These were not psychological curiosities. These were spiritual signals. Your higher self has been knocking. Your angels have been whispering. Your destiny has been vibrating beneath your skin. Because you are entering a season where delayed blessings will arrive all at once. Closed doors will swing open without you touching them. People of influence will feel drawn to you. Opportunities will seek you, not the other way around. Your intuition will sharpen like a blade. Your spirit will wake up in ways you've long forgotten. Your soul remembers who you are. Now your life is catching up. But wait, do not rush. There is more. As the celestial assembly continued observing your timeline, a ripple of light passed through the hall of records. Another angel stepped forward, this one known as Uriel, keeper of wisdom, guardian of destiny alignment. He held a scroll glowing with gold fire. This, Uriel said, was meant for them years ago. But they were not ready then. Their spirit needed strengthening. Their heart needed healing. Their faith needed seasoning. He unrolled the scroll, and a burst of energy exploded into the air, energy woven with divine timing, ancestral blessings, karmic clearance, and spiritual acceleration. Uriel's voice echoed through the realms. The beloved is ready now. And all of heaven agreed. My child. My beloved. You are walking into a season where your spirit will feel different. Your mind will feel clearer. Your heart will feel lighter. Your path will feel guided. Your steps will feel protected. People will notice a glow in you. A confidence they can't explain. A power you didn't used to have. A calm that comes from angelic shadows walking beside you. This is the awakening. This is the alignment. This is the prophecy turning its face toward you. Your destiny, long guarded, long delayed, long prepared, is finally rising. Expect acceleration. Expect abundance. Expect divine encounters. Expect protection so strong that nothing formed against you will stand. This is your rising season. This is your reclamation. This is the timeline heaven wrote for you before the stars were born. Walk forward, beloved. The blessing is awakened. The angels are aligned. The path is lit. And your destiny, brilliant, powerful, unstoppable, is unfolding now. My child. My beloved. Stay. Do not move from this moment. What comes now is deeper, older, and heavier with truth than anything spoken before. Read slowly. Let every sentence echo inside you like footsteps through a sacred temple. Because the message is still descending. Heaven is still peeling back the veil. Your destiny is still rising from its ancient sleep. After Uriel unfurled the scroll of your forgotten timeline, a hush fell across the celestial realm. Not silence, no, silence is empty. This was a pregnant stillness, thick and glowing, the kind that appears only when fate is rearranging itself around a chosen soul. And you, my beloved. You are that soul. The scribes stepped forward again, their hands trembling as they touched the glowing inscriptions. They were not reading words, they were reading your frequency, your purpose, your mission encoded in symbols older than language. One scribe whispered, "They have been forged in darkness." Another replied, "And now they shall shine in dimensions they have not yet imagined." Because your past pain was not random, it was alchemy. Your heartbreak was not punishment, it was initiation. Your loneliness was not a curse, it was isolation for elevation. Heaven hides its strongest warriors before revealing them. Meanwhile, in the earthly realm, the tension inside the bank reached a breaking point. The staff were no longer arguing logically, they were unraveling. Their voices shook. Their hands trembled. They felt the magnetic pull of something sacred, something forbidden, something far beyond their understanding. The $10 million remained untouched, glowing with an invisible aura only the spiritually sensitive could detect. A strange heat radiated from it, not physical heat, but spiritual intensity. One staff member stepped closer and instantly felt chills. Another tried to claim it and felt heaviness press on their chest. Another reached out and their hands stiffened midair, as though an unseen barrier blocked them. Because Michael's warrior angels stood around that blessing, wings crossed, their presence blazing like suns behind an eclipse. "Do not touch the beloved's portion," they warned in solemn unison. Not with words, but with spiritual force. And every human in that room felt it. Their spirits quaked. Their minds faltered. Their greed dissolved into fear. For even the unawakened can sense destiny when it stands in the room. Now breathe, my child. Lean in. What happened next changed everything. Far across the city, Elon Musk stopped pacing. He froze mid-step as if something grabbed his spirit by the shoulders. His eyes widened, something unseen had spoken to him again. A vision flashed before him. A presence filled the room. The air thickened with celestial electricity. He saw you. Not your face, but your energy, the unmistakable aura of a chosen soul emerging from darkness into divine inheritance. You glowed like a star breaking through storm clouds. And Elon whispered, "This is bigger than me. This is destiny." He felt humbled. He felt small. He felt led. He didn't know your story. He didn't know your pain. He didn't know your preparation. But he felt the gravity of your timeline pulling him into alignment like a planet shifting into orbit. Heaven whispered to him again. The blessing must reach the beloved. They have waited through many lifetimes for this. But now, beloved, we must go deeper. Because the shift happening in your life is not just financial. Not just emotional. Not just spiritual. It is interdimensional. The veil between your past selves, your present self, and your future self is thinning. You have felt this, haven't you? The sudden intuitive surges. The dreams that feel like memories. The sensations of déjà vu that hit you in waves. The moments you feel watched, in a protective way. The strange spark in your chest when you think of your purpose. My child, these are not coincidences. These are your past life gifts awakening. Your ancestral blessings unlocking. Your dormant powers returning. Your spiritual DNA activating. Your soul remembers the roles you played in other realms. The healer. The warrior. The seer. The strategist. The light bearer. The quiet storm. The chosen one. You carried these identities through lifetimes, and now they are merging into your current incarnation. That is why you feel different. That is why people notice your presence before you speak. That is why you attract attention without trying. That is why opportunities are bending toward you. That is why the universe rearranged itself just to place a blessing in your path. Your energy is rising. And when your frequency rises, everything destined for you rises with it. The angels gathered again. Gabriel stepped forward now, the messenger of divine announcements, holding a trumpet made of cosmic light. He lifted it, and the moment he did, the entire spiritual realm vibrated. A declaration filled the heavens. The beloved season has begun. Waves of energy pulsed outward. Timelines shifted. Obstacles burned away. Old karmic cycles snapped like brittle twigs underfoot. Ancestral chains fell from your lineage. Traumas that had clung to your soul for years dissolved like mist. Your name lit up across the ether like a beacon. This announcement echoed into the earthly realm, into the room where the bank staff still trembled, into the space around Elon Musk, into the very air surrounding your physical body. Your spirit heard it. It shivered. It awakened. My beloved. Do you understand what this means? Your steps are no longer ordinary. Your path is no longer blocked. Your season is no longer delayed. Your blessing is no longer hidden. Your destiny is no longer sleeping. Heaven is not preparing for your rise. Heaven has declared your rise. This means Doors will open before you knock. Opportunities will chase you instead of you chasing them. People of influence will notice you. Angels will walk before you. Blessings will accelerate. Synchronicities will multiply. Protection will surround you. Your voice will gain power. Your spirit will gain authority. Your presence will shift rooms. Your purpose will reveal itself in waves. You are stepping into a divine appointment written before your soul chose this lifetime. You are stepping into the promise meant for only you. You are stepping into a chapter that can no longer be delayed. My child. My beloved. Your rising season is here. Your blessings are accelerating. Your spiritual authority is unfolding. Your protection is fierce and unseen. Your destiny, ancient, radiant, unstoppable, is awakening before your very eyes. Walk now. Not as who you were, but as who heaven has revealed you to be. My child. My beloved. Stay with me. Do not pull away from this moment, for the message is still descending like holy fire through layers of unseen realms. Read slowly. Let the words enter not just your mind, but the deepest chambers of your being. For what unfolds next is heavier, brighter, older, and more sacred than anything spoken yet. After Gabriel's trumpet vibrated through the celestial corridors, something ancient stirred, something that had been sleeping under the weight of centuries. A cosmic ripple moved outward, traveling through dimensions like a stone dropped into the still waters of eternity. And at the center of that ripple was your name. Not spoken. Not written. Remembered. The heavens remember you, my beloved. Your soul is not new here. Your energy is not unfamiliar to the higher realms. The angels recognized you not with surprise, but with reverence. As one recognizes a long-awaited return. Because before this lifetime, before this body, before this era, you walked among them. You carried wisdom. You carried fire. You carried purpose. And now, finally, you are awakening to what you once were. But listen closely now. For the realm of destiny continued to shift in your favor. The celestial library, an endless hall of crystalline pillars and floating scrolls, began to glow with a soft golden light. Each scroll vibrated, rearranging itself, rewriting connections, bending timelines like branches in a divine wind. The archivist angel, one whose face changes with every blink, sometimes young, sometimes ancient, stepped forward holding a massive book bound in starlight. This, the angel whispered, is the record of lives interwoven. The book opened by itself, pages fluttering like wings through ages and eons. And then, it stopped. Stopped on a page inscribed with your essence. Your energy pulsed from it, shimmering with colors not found on earth. Colors only seen in the first moments of creation. The angel traced the luminous lines and spoke. Their suffering aligned them. Their heartbreak purified them. Their silence strengthened them. Their waiting prepared them. Everything was for this moment. The angels nodded, for they knew. You were never delayed. You were being sharpened. My child. Your resilience was your initiation. Far below, the bank staff continued unraveling. The atmosphere in the room grew stranger, thicker, heavier, electric. Some felt dizzy. Some felt emotional. Some felt a pressure on their chest like invisible hands urging them back. It was not fear. It was reverence. An unspoken awareness that something sacred was happening. One staff member muttered, I don't know why, but it feels like this money is protected. Another whispered, it's like it belongs to someone already. They didn't realize they were speaking truth. They didn't realize the angels stood so close they could feel their wings in the air. They didn't realize destiny was unfolding right beside them. For the $10 million glowed with your frequency. Quietly, insistently, undeniably. And no matter how many hands reached for it, destiny pushed them away. Now, my beloved, Shift your attention back to the one who was chosen to deliver the blessing in the physical realm. Elon Musk, still caught in that strange spiritual pull, could no longer ignore the visions. A heat rose up his spine, followed by a ringing in his ears, then a sudden stillness so pure it felt supernatural. He closed his eyes. He breathed in deeply. And he saw the cosmic threads. Threads of light connecting him to you. He whispered to no one, yet everyone in the unseen realm heard it. I feel it now. This is not business. This is destiny. And heaven replied. Yes. A wave of clarity washed over him. He had been led, guided, compelled. This was not charity. This was alignment. Your energy had spoken. Your soul had called. Your timeline had demanded recognition. Even powerful figures bow to divine timing when destiny commands it. My child. Lean closer. Your spirit needs this next part. As the cosmic book remained open, a beam of crystalline light shot downward, piercing the veil between worlds and touching the very crown of your soul. In that single instant, lifetimes of forgotten knowledge unlocked within you. You remembered why you've always felt different. Why you've sensed things others ignored. Why you've carried a quiet power beneath your pain. Why your heart has always been deeper than your age. Why you attract certain souls and repel others. Why storms seem to find you. Why the world often felt too small for your destiny. Because you are not here to blend in. You are here to shift frequencies. You are not here to be hidden. You are here to rise. You are not here to beg for blessings. You are here to receive what was sealed for you before birth. Your soul remembers its oath. To grow through fire. To rise through darkness. To lead through presence. To transform through light. And now heaven has begun the final activation. Raphael stepped forward, healer of realms, restorer of souls, carrying a chalice overflowing with emerald light. He touched it to your energetic blueprint and whispered. Let every wound heal. Let every delay dissolve. Let every shadow release. Let every chain fall. Let every blessing rise. And so it was. Your timeline expanded. Your aura brightened. Your destiny surged forward. Your protection intensified. Even now, as you read these words, your energy is shifting, expanding, awakening. Your intuition is sharpening. Your spirit is rising. Your manifestation field is widening. You are stepping into alignment with everything heaven has declared for you. My beloved, the truth is simple. Your rising season is not coming. It is here. Your blessings are not on their way. They are arriving. Your destiny is not sleeping. It is unfolding. You are stepping into accelerated abundance, divine timing, supernatural protection, and spiritual authority that stretches far beyond this lifetime. Walk boldly now. Walk with your head high. Walk with the knowing of who you truly are. The angels are with you. The heavens are aligned for you. Your destiny has awakened. And nothing, will stop the unfolding of the path heaven wrote for you before your first breath. My child. My beloved. Stay right here. Do not lift your eyes from these words. Do not hurry the divine rhythm unfolding through your spirit. Read slowly. For what comes now is deeper, older, and more expansive than everything that came before. Your soul must receive this next part, not just hear it. When Raphael released the emerald healing light into your timeline, the celestial realm brightened, all at once, like dawn rising across eternity. Every angel paused. Every scroll stilled. Every dimensional thread shimmered in recognition. For in that moment, you awakened another layer of your destiny. The glow around your name intensified, stretching outward, touching chambers of heaven that haven't opened in ages. Ancient seals, long locked, long guarded, began to crack with a soft, thunderous hum. The scribes gasped again. They whispered among themselves. Their soul has reached the threshold. They have crossed into remembrance. Their spiritual inheritance is unlocking. You, my beloved. You have crossed from merely existing into becoming. Suddenly, the Hall of Ascension, a place reserved for only the rarest of souls, began to awaken. This hall is not made of stone or light or any material known on earth. It is made of consciousness, of higher knowing, of pure creation energy. It appears only when a soul rises to its next spiritual rank. And it appeared because of you. Tall pillars materialized, shimmering with nebula colors. The floor glowed beneath inscriptions of your past incarnations. Everything hummed with a low cosmic resonance, like the universe exhaling. Michael stepped forward again, his wings unfolding in full glory this time. Not dimmed, not softened, not held back, but revealed. Wings that held galaxies in their feathers. Wings that shone with the first light of creation. Wings that marked the presence of celestial authority. He looked directly toward the energy signature representing you. Not just your human form, but your eternal self. And he declared, "The beloved has completed the trials. They have survived the nights meant to break them. They have walked through fires that would have destroyed others. They are ready." A chorus of angels responded in one unified voice. "Let the elevation begin. Now, my child. Listen closely. Lean in until your spirit feels these words vibrating through your bones. Your trials were not random storms. Your heartbreaks were not cruel accidents. Your delays were not cosmic mistakes. They were rites of passage. Heaven elevates only those who have endured enough darkness to carry light with humility and strength. And you endured it all and still kept your spirit intact. That makes you rare. That makes you powerful. That makes you chosen." Meanwhile, at the bank, back in the human world that still strains to understand the spiritual currents moving beneath it, the atmosphere had grown so intense that even the unawakened began whispering prayers they didn't know they remembered. One staff member felt tears rise for no reason. Another stepped back, shaking. A third muttered, "I don't think this is meant for us." And a fourth, barely audible, said, "It feels protected." They weren't wrong. A soft, invisible barrier surrounded the $10 million. A field of divine light coated with your soul's essence. Anyone who approached it felt the vibration grow stronger. Almost as if the blessing itself were humming your name. Because it was. Heaven had woven your frequency into it. Destiny had claimed it. Your angels had sealed it. The blessing will not align with any hand but yours. And now, beloved, we return to Elon Musk. Still tangled in visions he never asked for. Still pulled by a force beyond logic. He sat down finally, hands trembling, not with fear, but with realization. He didn't understand why he felt responsible. Why he felt called. Why he felt like delivering this blessing was a duty written into his own path. But heaven understood. The angels understood. Your spirit understood. For some souls are woven into your timeline to deliver specific shifts. Not because of who they are, but because of who you are. He whispered, "I don't know them, but I feel like I'm supposed to help them rise." And heaven answered with a single vibration of truth. "Yes. My child. My beloved. Now comes the part your soul has been waiting to hear." When the Hall of Ascension fully awakened, another presence appeared. Soft. Radiant. Ancient. It was your higher self. The version of you that exists beyond time. Beyond limitation. Beyond fear. Beyond the human identity you wear like clothing. Your higher self stepped forward and placed a hand upon the luminous blueprint of your current life. The moment contact was made, energy exploded. Soft yet unstoppable. Gentle yet powerful. Like a supernova dressed in silk. Visions poured into you. The future version of you walking in authority. Doors opening before you arrive. Abundance flowing with ease. Love entering your life with divine timing. Opportunities rising like dawn. Recognition blooming in unexpected places. Guidance surrounding every step. Angelic protection thick as armor. Confidence replacing doubt. Alignment replacing confusion. Miracles moving toward you at accelerated speed. And your higher self whispered, "You are no longer who you were. You are stepping into who you were always meant to be. My beloved, this is your extended truth. You are entering the rarest of seasons. A season of quantum elevation. Where progress accelerates. Where blessings multiply. Where protection intensifies. Where destiny unfolds without resistance. Your energy is rising. Your timeline is expanding. Your blessings are awakening. Your authority is strengthening. Your spirit is remembering. This is your ascension. This is your activation. This is your divine unfolding. Walk forward now. Not as a seeker, but as the chosen one you truly are. The angels stand ready. Heaven is aligned. Your destiny is unlocked. And nothing will stop the blessings rushing toward you now. My child, my beloved. Stay. Do not rush. Let the words pour over you like warm light descending through the canopy of heaven. Let your spirit breathe. Let your heart open. Let the realm behind the realm speak to you now. Because this story, your story, is not finished. No, it is only beginning to unfurl its wings. Read slowly. Let every sentence settle into the deep places of your soul where memory and destiny intertwine. The commotion in the bank had not quieted, it had intensified. The arguing grew into shouting, the shouting into frenzy, and the frenzy into a near-spiritual quake that shook the atmosphere around them. They were not merely reacting to earthly wealth, they were responding to an energetic shift they could not name, a presence they could not comprehend. For something ancient had awakened. There, unseen to mortal eyes, the air thickened as heavenly beings descended like cascading rivers of light. Their wings brushed against the edges of time. Their footsteps echoed in the vault of eternity. And in the center of them all, Michael, radiant and resolute, stepped forward yet again. His gaze did not fall upon the bank staff. His gaze fell upon you. My child, he declared into the unseen, voice both thunder and whisper. Arise. What is destined for you cannot be touched. And heaven whispered amen. Even Elon, yes, Elon Musk, the one whose influence stretches across nations, galaxies of ideas, and realms of impossible visions, felt the pull. He stood there, hands trembling slightly, as if holding a revelation too heavy for human skin. He knew, somehow, that this blessing, this energy, this miracle sealed in earthly currency, was meant for you alone. He didn't understand why he felt compelled to protect it. He didn't understand why your name echoed inside him like a forgotten prophecy. But heaven knew. Heaven had chosen him as one of the earthly messengers, an instrument in a symphony much larger than his own ambition. And your soul, my beloved, your soul remembers this. Lean in. Something deeper is opening now. The angels shifted their wings, and a great scroll unfurled before them, glowing, pulsing, vibrating with ancient symbols written in light. This scroll held your story, written before your birth, sealed with divine intention, guarded by celestial watchmen who never once looked away. And now it has been opened. As it unrolled, the angels read aloud the parts of your life you have forgotten. The moments you survived when others would have fallen. The storms you weathered with no shelter in sight. The battles you fought with wounds still bleeding. The nights you almost gave up but didn't. My child, heaven recorded every tear. Every lonely night. Every silent prayer. Every whispered why. Not one moment was wasted. Not one moment was forgotten. You have been in divine training all along. And now, the delayed blessings, yes, the ones withheld until your spirit matured into readiness, begin to glow on your timeline like ignited stars. You are stepping into acceleration. Stay with me. There is more. The energy around you is rising, my beloved. Have you felt it? The tingling at random hours? The sudden heaviness, followed by lightness? The strange sense that something is approaching? These are not coincidences. These are spiritual signals, indicators that the old chapter has collapsed and a higher one has opened. Your intuition is sharpening. Your dreams are shifting. Your inner wisdom is waking. Your voice is gaining authority. Your path is illuminating beneath your feet. You are not just walking into destiny. Destiny is walking toward you. The universe is rearranging itself to seat you in the position heaven wrote for you. People are being moved. Opportunities are being redirected. Doors you never knocked on are unlocking. Conversations you have not yet had are forming in the atmosphere, preparing to call your name. A spiritual ripple is moving ahead of you, changing outcomes, rewriting timelines, brushing aside obstacles. And you are rising into the frequency of miracles. Do not rush, my beloved. Stay a little longer. Let the next part settle deep. Because what happens next is sacred. The angels encircled the $10 million, no longer mere currency but a symbol, a vessel, a manifestation of long-stored blessings. They touched it with their light, consecrating it with purpose beyond human understanding. This was not wealth for wealth's sake. This was a sign. A mark. A shift. An announcement that your season of lack has ended. An announcement that your spiritual authority has increased. An announcement that your destiny is unfolding without resistance. Even Elon, earthly as he may be, felt the presence of something grander than himself. He stepped back, head bowed slightly, as if recognizing he had played his role in a prophecy far older than his empire. And heaven whispered again. The beloved has entered a new realm. My child, hear me now. You are walking into divine timing. You are walking into rapid elevation. You are walking into alignment with heaven's highest intention for your life. This is your rising season. The angels go before you. The path clears beneath you. The blessings accelerate around you. The miracles obey your voice. The destiny heaven wrote for you long ago is opening now. Walk forward, chosen one. You are protected. You are guided. You are rising. And nothing can stop what has already begun. My child. My beloved. Stay. Settle your spirit. Do not rush this next unveiling. What comes now must be received slowly, breathed in gently, absorbed like ancient truth returning to the surface of your soul. Read slowly. Let the veil thin around you. The bank was still trembling with chaos, voices colliding, egos flaring, confusion spiraling like a whirlwind made of mortal greed. But what they could not comprehend, what they could not see, was that the entire room had become a battleground between earthly desire and divine decree. For in the unseen dimension, the light grew brighter. The walls vibrated. The floor hummed with celestial resonance. A soft wind, unnoticed by human senses, swept through the room as angels repositioned themselves, wings folding and unfolding like cosmic tides. And in the center of that unseen assembly, Michael raised his sword, not in violence, but in command. My beloved, his voice thundered through realms. Rise into the blessing heaven preserved for you. At that declaration, the very atmosphere cracked open. Lean closer, my child. Do not let your mind wander. Something sacred is unfolding. At that exact moment, Elon Musk, yes, him, felt an unexplainable shiver crawl across his spine. His breath caught. His heartbeat accelerated. His hands instinctively opened, as if surrendering to a force far beyond logic, far beyond systems, far beyond even his extraordinary power. He whispered your name. Not because he remembered it. Not because anyone told him. But because heaven placed it on his tongue. And when he spoke it, quietly, reverently, the angels responded. A ripple of energy pulsed outward like sound traveling through galaxies, aligning timelines, shifting probability, stirring ancient prophecies that had lain dormant for ages. Your soul, my beloved, responded in return. Because your soul remembers. It remembers the covenant formed before your birth. It remembers the divine assignments you carried into this lifetime. It remembers the authority buried beneath layers of hardship and disappointment. It remembers the promises written in the secret archives of heaven. And now, those promises have begun to glow. Stay with me. Let this next part sink into your bones. For as Elon stood there, caught between awe and urgency, an angel stepped behind him, a tall, luminous being whose wings radiated a blue-golden fire. This was not Michael. This was another guardian, one assigned specifically to you, one who has walked with you since the beginning. You have felt this presence many times but did not know its name. It was the warm comfort in your loneliness. The sudden peace in your storms. The unexplained strength when you had nothing left. The whisper, "Keep going," when you wanted to stop. This angel now placed a hand upon Elon's shoulder, guiding his actions in a way that transcended earthly logic. "Release it," the angel whispered into his spirit. "Release what was given for the chosen one." And Elon nodded, though he did not understand why. "My child, listen. Something massive is aligning." The $10 million, though held in earthly systems, was glowing now. Not metaphorically. Not symbolically. Spiritually glowing, radiating a light that only heaven and destiny could see. A seal surrounded it, shimmering like a rotating ring of divine fire. This was no longer simply money. It had become a marker of your awakening. A token of your rising. A confirmation of delayed blessings. A signal to the universe that your long season of drought was over. The angels spoke again. "Prepare the beloved. Their elevation approaches swiftly. And you, my beloved," far from that noisy, trembling bank, felt something stir in your spirit at that very moment. A shift. A flutter. A sudden warmth. A quiet knowing. Perhaps you paused in the middle of a thought. Perhaps your breath caught for no reason. Perhaps a chill ran down your spine. Perhaps tears came without understanding why. Those were not emotions. Those were activations. Because your destiny was being called forward. Your higher path was unlocking. Your spiritual gifts were being stirred awake. Your intuition was sharpening. Your inner sight was clearing. Your energetic frequency was rising into alignment with heaven's rhythm. You sensed that something in your life was about to break open. And you were right. Do not rush now. Lean in deeper. There is more. Your past, every wound, every heartbreak, every disappointment, was not punishment. It was preparation, my child. Preparation for the level of responsibility, influence, and spiritual authority you are stepping into. You were being stretched so you could carry more. You were being refined so you could rise higher. You were being withheld so you could be released into the right season, not too early, not too late. And now, the right season has arrived. Your rising season. Your restoration season. Your acceleration season. Your divine timing season. My beloved, listen closely. Heaven has begun rearranging your timeline with speed. People who were not meant to stay are being gently removed. People who were meant to find you are being guided with precision. Opportunities are aligning behind the veil. Conversations that elevate you are forming. Doors that were sealed are unlocking. Miracles are gathering like clouds heavy with rain. And through all of this, the angels stand watch, protecting, guiding, guarding your path with unwavering loyalty. Michael stands at your front. Your guardian stands at your side. Heaven stands behind you. Destiny stands before you. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You are chosen. You are marked. You are rising. And now, my child, my beloved, receive this final declaration burning with heavenly truth. You are stepping into a season of unstoppable elevation. Blessings will accelerate toward you with divine speed. Your spiritual authority will multiply. protection will surround you like armor forged in the heavens. And the destiny written for you before time began is unfolding now, boldly, beautifully, undeniably. Rise, beloved. Your time is here. Your destiny is awake. Nothing can hold what heaven has released for you. My child. My beloved. Stay. Do not move from this moment. Let the air still. Let the world soften. Let your spirit rise to meet what is coming next. Read slowly. For what you are about to receive carries weight, carries power, carries destiny. The bank, still caught in its frenzy, kept spiraling deeper into chaos. Papers scattered like frightened birds. Voices clashed like clanging metal. Desperation grew thick enough to taste. The staff fought with such intensity you would have thought nations were at stake, not currency. But they were not fighting over money, no, not truly. They were fighting over energy, over authority, over a blessing radiating with a frequency their earthly minds could not interpret. But heaven understood. Because the $10 million was not just trapped on hold. It was surrounded, protected, sealed by a divine presence. And in the unseen realm above the bank. Higher than fear, higher than confusion, higher than greed. A council of angels watched with serene certainty. Michael stood at the front, wings like blazing constellations, eyes burning with ancient resolve. Behind him stood armies of light, their armor shimmering like crystal fire, their swords aligned in unified purpose. They were not there for the bank. They were not there for Elon. They were there for you. My beloved, Michael spoke again, his voice echoing across spiritual landscapes. The shift continues. And heaven whispered in response. Prepare the chosen one. My child, lean in deeper. There are revelations still unfolding. In that same moment, Elon Musk, still physically present yet spiritually overtaken, felt something press into his consciousness. A thought. A clarity. A truth not birthed from reason but delivered from heaven itself. This is not for them, he murmured to himself. This was never for them. It was always meant for. And again, your name trembled on his lips. Not spoken loudly. Not spoken for the room. Spoken as a recognition of destiny. His eyes lifted, but he no longer seemed fully in the physical world. He appeared to be listening, to something no one else could hear. Energy swirled around him. Light coiled at his feet. And above his head, an angel traced a glowing sigil into the air, your sigil, your spiritual imprint, your soul mark. Elon shivered, blinking as if waking from a dream. But the truth had already entered him. It belongs to them, he whispered. To the one heaven has chosen. My beloved. Your soul stirred at that exact moment. Perhaps you felt a heaviness leave your chest. Perhaps you felt an inexplicable calm. Perhaps your eyes suddenly felt warm with tears. Perhaps your heart thudded with a strange anticipation. These were not emotions. These were activations. Your spiritual DNA was responding. Your inner light was strengthening. Your destiny was vibrating through your bones. You are awakening to your true identity. The identity you carried before the world tried to define you. You have always been different, my child. You have always felt things deeply. You have always known there was something set apart within you. You have always sensed a greater purpose quietly burning inside your spirit. And now that purpose has begun to emerge. Stay. Let the next part wash over you like rainfall on dry earth. The angels expanded their circle, wings overlapping like an endless canopy of light. In the center, where the blessing hovered, where heaven's seal pulsed, they began to chant. Not with human voices. Not with earthly language. Their chant vibrated with the frequency of creation. Tones that shaped galaxies, notes that command universes, sounds that heal worlds. And their chant was about you. They spoke your origin. They spoke your journey. They spoke your resilience. They spoke your hidden greatness. They spoke your long-awaited release. Every syllable sparked across dimensions. Every note rewrote something in your timeline. Every vibration broke chains you didn't know you still carried. Your spirit lifted. Your aura brightened. Your calling expanded. The angels were not just preparing the blessing. They were preparing you. My beloved, listen closely now. A gateway opened above the scene, radiant, spinning, vast. Through it flowed rivers of divine timing, streams of long-delayed accelerations, winds carrying the scent of miracles ready to manifest. The bank staff grew unsettled without knowing why. Their arguments slowed. Their words stuttered. Some felt dizzy, others overwhelmed, others strangely afraid. Because they were standing inside a divine rearrangement, and the human heart, unprepared, fears what the soul recognizes. Elon steadied himself, shoulders rising, breath deepening, as the angel beside him whispered again. Stand firm. The beloved season has arrived. And you, my child. You were shifting in real time. Your intuition amplified. Your energy field expanded. Your spiritual senses sharpened. Your internal compass aligned itself with your highest path. You began to feel, more clearly than ever, that something monumental was coming toward you. Not just money. Not just opportunity. But alignment. Elevation. Breakthrough. Divine orchestration. Your destiny was no longer approaching. It was intersecting with your life. Right here. Right now. Do not rush, beloved. The prophecy is reaching its peak. The angels raised their swords in unison. Light exploded outward in a dome of brilliance. The blessing, still untouched, still sealed, rose slightly off the ground, as if being lifted by the hands of heaven itself. Michael spoke the final decree. Release what belongs to the chosen one. No force shall hinder them. No delay shall bind them. No opposition shall stand. And with that, the last barrier surrounding your destiny shattered. Not quietly. Not meekly. But with the sound of 1,000 timelines snapping into divine alignment. A sound only the spirit could hear. A sound your soul recognized instantly. Because it was the sound of your rising. My beloved. Hear this final declaration carved in the ink of eternity. You are stepping into a season of unstoppable ascension. Everything that was delayed is now accelerating. Everything that was withheld is now being released. Everything that was dim is now blazing with purpose. Heaven surrounds you. Angels guard you. Destiny elevates you. And the blessing written for you before time began is no longer coming. It has arrived. You are rising, my child. This is your destined hour.